Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie, and if you are new here, please do consider subscribing down below using that big red button. So today I want to talk to you about finally being monetized on YouTube. It's taken me quite a while to get to this point, and I kind of want to talk about my story, share some of my statistics with you, talk about which videos are doing well, which ones are not doing so well, which ones have been paid the most. Looking at maybe my audience, things like that. So I kind of want to talk about my stats in general, but also centered a little bit more around being monetized and finally making money from YouTube. So if I start off by telling you a little bit about my story. So I created my YouTube channel, I think it was back in 2015. I didn't tell anybody, I didn't tell my husband, I didn't tell any friends. And then basically I filmed a clothing unboxing, filmed it and put it online and put it on YouTube. Overnight, it got about 400 views and about 2 or 3 subscribers. I freaked out, I deleted the video and then left it for about another 2 or 3 years. And then I started again in about 2018. And then that summer we went home. So we went to see some friends, there was about 10 to 15 of us. And then one of my friends piped up being like, "Oh, I've seen you do YouTube videos now, how embarrassing. Oh my God, they're so boring. I've tried to watch some, but I can't because they're crap. And like, isn't that so bad, basically?" And I felt so ashamed and so embarrassed that I stopped for about another 2 years. So then I think I maybe posted a couple of videos here and there, but I wasn't taking it seriously. Anyway, so 2020 rolls around and I decided, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take it seriously. And it's now 2 years later and I'm finally monetized. You know, this didn't just happen overnight. This is something I've wanted to do for 7 years, like I just mentioned. So what we're going to do is look on my YouTube. So I have my laptop here. And this is my dashboard. So this kind of has my latest video and it's ranking 6 out of 10. This, honestly, the dashboard is something I don't particularly look at that often, I'll be honest. It kind of gives you a little bit of information, but it's not something that I ever click onto. Where I look at is my content. So these are my recent videos. So you can see the videos like this are my main channel videos, and then the ones that are kind of displayed like this are my shorts, which is a bit like reels on Instagram. I might actually do a whole video about shorts because it's kind of altered my statistics quite a bit. I might show you quickly today, I'm not sure. So the ones that are around a minute or 30 seconds, they're all shorts, and the ones that are about 18 minutes, they're the kind of main videos. So that's my content. So if we look actually at when I first started, so I deleted that video from 2015. So afterwards it was May 2017. So May, September, January 2018, so this was when I moved to Miami and I thought, you know what, I'm going to vlog everything. So vlog 1, vlog 2, vlog 3. I posted a couple of times, probably once a week it was then, a little bit more than that. So some of these were getting, you know, 10 views at the time. I mean, I know it's got 26 now, but at the time it had maybe like 4 or 2, like I really didn't get lots of views. My miscarriage video has gotten 600 views, and how to edit beach photographs has gotten 1,900. So that's not doing too badly. That was posted almost 4 years ago. So that's still 2018, and then you'll see, so from September 2018, I just stopped. And then it started again. I mean, even in, so June I posted 1, July I posted 1, August I posted 1, September I posted 1, and then I stopped for a year and a half basically. And that's what I said about this guy who made that comment. And as you can see, I started again on the 29th of January 2020. I think one of the main things that helped me was setting a schedule. So I upload every single Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11 AM EST, which is about 4 PM GMT. So depending on where I'm at, that's the kind of time that it posts. And it was really important for me, and it still is important for me, to have a schedule and to stick to it, because it means that I'm holding myself accountable. So I have missed maybe 10 videos in 2 years due to family issues or traveling or whatever it might be. I have missed a couple here and there. But having a set schedule where I know that I have to have a video by tomorrow at this time or today at this time, it really makes me work hard and get it done and make sure that I'm not slacking and that there is content on my YouTube channel. Sometimes some of the videos were not great, I'll be honest. Maybe shouldn't have bothered. But I think it is important to keep to that routine and just keep trying, like, to have a consistent routine, and to be consistent is the main thing. Whether it's once a week, twice a week, once a month, 3 times a week, 10 times, maybe not 10 times a week, but whatever it is, try and be consistent, because then I think also your audience knows when to find your videos. So you'll see here I started posting on 29th of January. That one has gotten 40 views. Let's look at the statistics of that one, because I bet, yeah, like it got 22 views, and then it's kind of got, you know, one or two here and there. So it's not one that's particularly done well, but that's fine. When you look at the statistics as well, you can look at the reach. So it reached 1,200 people. My impression click-through rate is 1.9%. It's had 40 views. So 40 views out of 1,200 impressions, not great. The engagement, that's the audience. And then revenue, it's made me 0.002 cents. So that's rubbish, that's not a lot. But it's interesting to see where I started from. So then I'm posting, you know, 3 times a week from then on, basically. And certain ones, so this one, Daybreaker, let's have a look at the statistics on that one. So that one, it got about 20 views. Oh, I only looked at this one, it had about 50 views. So, okay, it had about 130, and then it's kind of gone up, and it's continued to rise. And I think that's because something like this is evergreen content. It's not, you know, certain bags to wear in 2020 or, you know, like style things for that year. I think they can be very popular for that year, but then you don't necessarily go and watch it afterwards. Whereas I guess people want to know what Daybreaker is. So that one's had about 600 views. It says here revenue 22 cents, but bear in mind I've only been monetized for about 3 months at this point. So basically, yeah, I've posted lots of different content. I've talked about my miscarriages and my abortion. I've talked about photography. I've talked about entrepreneurship. I've talked about my hair and clothing. I've talked about travel. I've talked about, I mean, this one is what's in my camera bag, self-quarantine diaries. That one got 13. That was a crap video. Pros and cons of self-employment, that was also a crap video. Like at the beginning there was a lot of crap videos because I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just wanting to get myself in front of the camera, film something and upload it. So if we go back to today's date, so this one that got released yesterday for me as I'm filming this, was 2 days ago for you, has gotten 29 views already, which is not bad for me. The one from Monday has gotten 49 views and 7 comments, that's doing quite well. But I wanted to organise these by views so you can see which videos are giving me the most views and doing well. So my most watched 2 videos, top 2, is about Buzzoid, which is an app where you can buy Instagram followers and also Instagram likes. Now I never bought Instagram likes, I only bought followers. I have since started deleting them, and I'm actually going to do a video talking about why I deleted them and why I wouldn't recommend Buzzoid. But I do have 2 videos from that I did about them. So the first one is I bought Instagram followers, and that one's got 38,508 views and 367 comments. Which is bananas. That is bananas to me. If I was stood in front of 38,000 people, I would have a heart attack. So the next one, the truth about buying Instagram followers. So that was when my followers were going down and I wasn't quite sure. That one has had 37,978 views and 227 comments. And you can also see the likes on the right hand side as well. So the first one got 528 likes. The second one got 478 likes, 76 likes. And then my next 2 videos are both Kindle reviews. So there's a 3-month Kindle review, has gotten 28,933. And then my blue Kindle unboxing, and that one's had 27,230. So from my top 4 videos, I can't even figure out how many views that is, but that's a lot. Like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, around 140,000 views, if my maths is somewhat correct. And then you can see quite a big drop. So from the blue Kindle unboxing that had 27,000 views, the next one has got 12,000 views. So those 4 in particular have done really, really well. And then the other ones are kind of building up to that, but there is quite a big difference there. It's more than double in views, which is super interesting because actually, I do want to touch on this. So when I recorded, which one came first? So it was the Kindle unboxing came first in June 2020. And this was pretty much at the beginning. So like I said, I started in January 2020 on the 29th of January, so pretty much February 2020. And for the I mean, even now, but especially for the first year or so, I filmed anything and everything. Like I said, some of them were crap. It was like a quarantine with me or what to watch on Netflix or you know, there was a lot of not great videos, but then there are also videos like this one that have actually taken off. And it's interesting that if you put yourself into a niche of like, I only talk about, like to begin with, I wanted to only talk about photography and travel, and maybe a bit of fashion and beauty, but not really. So had I stuck to that and been like, I don't talk about, you know, Kindles, I wouldn't have got these views and these subscribers. So it's interesting that like, I do think you can kind of do videos on anything and everything, and you never know what that might present for you. Maybe it'll be really good, maybe it won't be so good. But for me, it was really like, these two topics have been really pivotal for my channel growing and for my, you know, getting the views and monetized and even gaining money as well. So if I talk to you about that one quickly, so if I show you the statistics, so this one was published on 1st of June 2020. So you can see there, these are the views it's gained. So it picked up pretty quickly, and then it's kind of smoothed out a little bit here along the way. This has had 1.2 thousand hours of watch time. I've gained 76 subscribers from this one video alone, and my revenue is $1.98. So that's not a lot considering. I'm going to show you the other ones. So $1 for 27,000 views. If we then look at this one, which is the third most viewed, so this one is a 3-month Kindle review. So this one has had 28.9 thousand, and you can see it was a little bit slower to begin with, and then it's picked up and it's kind of evening out a little bit more now along there. Again, 1.2 thousand watch hours. I've gained 50 subscribers from this one and earned $3.14 for 29,000 views almost. So that's crazy. That's not a lot at all. So then if we talk about this next one, which is the truth about buying Instagram followers on Buzzoid, this has had 38,000 views. Again, started off quite slow. So you can see here, you know, it did get a couple of views at the beginning, and then it's kind of picked up and it's gone crazy since then. 1.4 thousand watch hours and 114 subscribers, but the big thing is $88 from that one video, which if you compare to the other ones that have had maybe 10,000 less, but then I've received like $1. And then this one I've received $88, so that's crazy. That's so cool. And then this top one, if we have a look, so this one has had 38,500 views, 1.7 watch time hours, 154 subscribers, and only $13. So I don't understand the payment thing yet. I don't understand how a video with more views, oh, I guess it's because the other one is still climbing, whereas this one has kind of evened out a little bit more. But yeah, the payment thing is crazy. Like, had I posted this video now and monetized, I'm sure I'd have a lot more money, because you have to bear in mind, I only got monetized 3 months ago, so I'm only being monetized from, let's see, it'd be from November, it was the end of November, so from 36,000. So I've had about 2,000 views there, roughly, and I've been paid $13. That's actually not too bad if you think about it that way. So that's my top 4 videos, and like I said, it then goes down to 12,800, 12,000, 11,600. This one's quite interesting. So this one, again, it started off pretty slowly, and it's interesting when you post a video and then for the first like 2 or 3 months it gets maybe a couple of hundred views, and then suddenly it goes up. So this one, like I said, it started off quite slow. It's then just picked up, and it's now at 11.7 thousand views, which is, again, kind of crazy. That's a lot of people to watch one of my videos. It's had 548 watch hours, 16 subscribers, and this has earned me $33.66. Again, I've only been monetized since November. I think it's like November 28th, something like that. So within that like 4,000 views there, I've gained $33. So yeah, it's been super interesting to try and figure out which ones are going to do well and which ones aren't. So this one's a travel vlog. This one's had 7.9 thousand views. It's had 295 watch hours, 6 subscribers, and $14. If we keep looking, this one, again, this is something that I didn't think would do well at all. It's just me opening a jump rope or a skipping rope and reviewing it. This one's gained me 16 subscribers and $7. Something that's interesting, so there's a couple of videos where I talk about miscarriage and abortion, and these ones are, if you can see here, it says limited and it says add suitability. So this video is running limited or no ads due to the content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. It remains fully playable and is eligible to earn subscription revenue from YouTube Premium. So because I'm talking about an abortion or a miscarriage, there's no adverts on there, which is interesting. And I understand people might not want to run an advert when somebody's talking about an abortion or a miscarriage. But that one, for example, 2.6 thousand views has earned me 6 cents. So there are certain topics that won't get monetized or that will get very, very, very little compared to the views that they're getting. So that's super interesting. Yeah, so that's the kind of looking at the stats this side. So what I want to do is look at the analytics. And from here, I want to go on to lifetime. So you can see everything that has happened over the past, since June 2015. So if you look at my views, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So like I said, I posted one, deleted it, so I lost all that data. And then I started posting again in 2017. So these are my views. I was getting 2, 3, 4, 25, 13, like very, very, very small numbers. This was in 2018, 2019. So again, like 11 views that day, 20, 15, 18, like very, very small. 5, 4, 2, 10, 12. And then even, so I started posting seriously, like I've said a few times, January 2020. It was towards the end. So if we look at February, so 8, 18, 14, 20, 12, you can see all these numbers here. And then suddenly, in about June, it started picking up. And I don't really know why. I wonder if it was because I was consistent for, you know, a good 5-6 months there, that YouTube thought, okay, this girl is serious, she's still posting, let's start showing her content to more people. So then I started getting more views, so 180, 200, 250, 280, 300. There was a peak there of, which one is it? It's hard to see like this, but it was about 600, I think. 400, 500, 600, 700, 400, 500. So it kind of goes up and down here. There was another peak there that I'm not going to be able to, it's going to be hard to find there. 500 maybe. So then it's kind of gone up, and then you can see here the statistics go a little bit AWOL. So that one, 1,713, I believe that was a shorts. These ones here, 1,500, 1,400, 1,300, 1,600. These are all shorts. So my content is kind of along here. I sometimes have these two peaks, which is actually quite interesting. So these two peaks here, this one, it's hard for me to show you, this one and this one. I believe they are from Amazon Prime Day. It's interesting how it kind of does this and then you get a peak and then it kind of does this and you get another peak, because on Amazon Prime Day people want to know about the Kindle, so they watch that video. So I've had 316,000 views in the past 5 years, but if you look at it actually, it's all from about June 2020 is when it started to pick up a little bit. If we look at watch time hours, again, at the beginning, 0, because I wasn't posting videos. I kind of got a couple of views, and then it's gone, you know, this is watch time hours, so the amount of time people are watching my videos is going up and up and up. Subscribers, so there was twice where I got some peaks. So this one was in May, and I think that was when I did a ceramics congress. So I taught some yoga for a ceramics congress online, and then I had people from there go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And then if we talk about the money, which is what we're all here for. So in the past 3 months, I've been paid $282.45. So if we look at that actually, I think you can do custom. So if I do from the 27th of the 11th, 2021, let's try that. Yeah, so I got monetized on the 28th, I believe. So then the 29th was my first day of earnings, and that is my revenue from the first 3 months of being monetized on YouTube. So it's $282.45. You can see it kind of goes up and down. The downs are anywhere between 179, 204, that day was 203. So those are the kind of lower days, and the higher days are maybe 548. I think that's the highest I've had. 434, 456, 416, 449. So I'm anywhere between $2 to $4.50, $5 per day at the moment, which is going to be interesting to kind of come back maybe in a year's time and kind of compare and see where I'm at then. So if we go back here to, let's do lifetime again. So if we look at reach over here, I've had 3.1 million impressions. The average click-through rate is 7.2, which is pretty good. I've had 316,000 views. Again, you can see that there was just nothing there because I didn't post. I mean, I posted one video, deleted it, and then I started posting again around here. So again, it wasn't getting any impressions really, and then my impressions have just gone up and up and up to about 5,000–6,000 people per day now. So it's interesting down here as well, it kind of breaks up where you're getting your views from. So for example, YouTube search for me is 69.9%, so basically 70%. And then external is 7%, and it's got the other information there. If we carry on scrolling down, so of the external traffic source, so Google is my top one at about 50%. So all of my views that come from not YouTube, 50% of my external sources come from Google, which is super interesting. People Google something and then my video pops up, so that's pretty cool. It's got playlists there, YouTube search, so it tells you the highest amount of views from certain words. So you can see here the blue is in relation to the Kindle Paperwhite. Again, I think that was probably an Amazon Prime Day, that one. Buying Instagram followers was also a way that people found me. Buy Instagram followers, how to buy Instagram followers, Buzzoid Instagram followers review, Kindle Paperwhite, how to buy followers, Buzzoid Instagram, Kindle, Instagram, Kindle, oh, Puerto Rico, Buzzoid, Kindle, Puerto Rico, Patagonia, Bear Republic, and then Instagram, like there's lots of, so Instagram and Kindle were the ones where I got the most amount of views, and the different phrases kind of, you know, work differently for different people. So then if we go back up to the top, engagement, my engagement is going up as well. So you can see it was quite slow at the beginning, and then it goes up and up and up. Key moments for audience retention. This is interesting. So this is in terms of how long a person watches your video for. So if they click on and then click off straight away, your audience retention will go right down. So my top ones are actually Lima apartment tour. People are still watching. 74% of people still watching in that first 30 seconds. Packing list for South America. Lima apartment tour. This was another house tour actually. So it's interesting that three of my, you know, the three of the top four in terms of audience retention rate is about apartments in Peru. So that was quite interesting information actually. I hadn't really thought about that. So if we click on audience, this is now going to show you who my audience is, who's actually watching my videos. So the purple is returning viewers and the blue is new visitors. You can see there how crazy that difference is. I do get a lot of new viewers, but people don't necessarily subscribe or come back, which is interesting to think about. The other thing here is the top geographies. So 40.7% of my audience comes from the United States, 8.2% comes from the UK, 5.1% comes from India, and so on. It tells you all the countries and the percentage. So it's interesting that 40% comes from America. That's brilliant. It also tells you when your viewers are online. So like I said, I post at about 4 p.m. UK time on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So that's where a lot of my viewers are online. Wednesday at 4, many of them, and many of them. So the darker purple is when most of them are online. So I'm posting at the right time, which is brilliant. That's actually something I looked into quite early on, and it's kind of stayed the same, which is good. But you can look on there and decide when you want to post your content, so you get the most people looking at your looking at your videos. So this is interesting. So 96.8% of my lifetime watch time is from people who are not subscribed, and only 3.2 is from my subscribed audience. So that's really interesting. I get a lot of new people watching my videos. My audience is 55.8% male and 44.2% female. Now this can change from kind of month to month because it depends on the videos that I post and who watches them. So that can vary slightly. And my audience, 41.4% are 25 to 34-year-olds. So it's mostly 25 to 34-year-old males in the US. If you were to kind of break it down, that's who my audience is. And then if we go to revenue, you can see that my revenue is $282.45. My RPM is 0.94, and my CPM is 13.52. I still don't fully understand the CPM and the RPM. I know CPM is cost per mil, so how much it costs an advertiser to put an advert on your video for 1,000 views. The RPM, I still don't understand quite, so I need to do some more research. What if we put in 90 days? Okay, so that was broken up into like the whole of, so if we just put in the last 90 days, which is roughly where I've been monetized from, so my RPM now changes to $5.89. What if we put in just, let's try February. Oh, so February it was at $6. January it was at $5. So that changes month by month, I think. I still, like I said, I still don't fully understand RPM. I need to do some research. And then down here, it tells you how much I've earned per month. So like I said, I was monetized the last 2 days of November and I earned $4.06 and I was so happy. In December, I earned $99.33. I think that's because, I don't know if it's because more people were watching videos over Christmas time or if maybe the advertising prices were a bit higher because it was Christmas. Definitely got more money there though in December. January was $86.64, February $88.84. So I'm looking now around $80 per month, which for my first 3 months, getting about $80 to $90, well, $86 to $100 is pretty good going, I think. I think that's pretty good going for someone who's starting on YouTube, who's just been monetized. It'll be interesting to go back and look at other people's YouTube videos and see how much they're paid. But for me, I'm quite happy with that. And it's also interesting to think that to be able to get $1,000, I need to have basically 10 videos pick up and do well to be able to 10 times my income. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out this year, how much kind of at the end of the year I end up making. So I might actually do a video on that. That'd be quite interesting. If I go back onto lifetime, it shows you also your revenue sources. So $277.70 is from adverts, and then $4.75 is from people who pay for the premium. I think we get a percentage of that premium paid to us, and 78.9% is skippable videos. So it is super interesting. I'm just looking at my content here. So this one, for example, has had 666 views and it's earned $2. And then this one has had 945 views and it's earned $10. So I still don't fully understand the payment thing. Sometimes a video with more views will get less pay, or with less views will get more pay. This one's had 500 views and let's see, $1. So even, you know, if you compare that, if you double it, that would be $2 if I had like 1,000 views. Whereas the Patagonia one, the packing list one, sorry, it's not even got 1,000, but it's got $10. So I still don't understand the payment thing. It's super interesting, but I really hope that this answered some of your questions in terms of when I started, how much I'm making each month, which of my videos are earning me the most money, which ones are not doing so well, looking at my analytics in terms of my audience, who they are, when they're watching, all of that information. I really hope this was useful for you. If you have any other questions, please do let me know in the comment section down below. I'd be more than happy to answer them and to help you out. I was once in your space, you know, researching how much people make on YouTube. Is it something you can do for a living? At the moment, making about $80 a month is not enough, obviously. But I think the more videos that you have and the longer that you do this thing, the more money you're going to earn. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So like I said, it will be interesting to see how much I have by the end of the year, how much I earn every month, and if it goes up or if it kind of stays the same. I'm really looking forward to reading it, well, kind of researching that at the end of the year and looking at my analytics again and figuring out what happened. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. If you did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up down below. That really helps me get found by other people who might be interested in watching my content. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already, and I will see you very soon. Bye.